Business Growth Playbook. Growth lessons from failed businesses. Welcome back to Business Growth Playbook, the podcast where we uncover strategies, stories, and lessons that help entrepreneurs and leaders build resilient businesses. I am your host, Oladotun. Today's episode is a little different, and we are not celebrating success stories. Instead, we are digging into the growth lessons hidden in failed businesses. Because sometimes failure teaches us more than success ever could. This episode is uncomfortable but essential. By understanding what actually works and, just as importantly, what doesn't. Because while everyone loves to study unicorns, the smartest entrepreneurs study failed businesses. You ask why? Because failure leaves clues. And most businesses don't fail overnight. They fail quietly, slowly, and predictably. Today, I'll break it down for you all. Why most businesses fail even when revenue is coming in. The real growth mistakes founders repeat, and the lessons you can apply now to avoid becoming failed businesses. Today we have so many businesses that are statistics of failed businesses. One, why study failure? You ask yourself, yes, why are we studying failure? Failure isn't the end. It's feedback. Every collapsed business leaves behind clues about what went wrong and how others can avoid the same pitfall. By studying these lessons, we can sharpen our decision making and build stronger foundations for growth. 2. Failure is really about the idea. Most founders believe businesses fail because the idea wasn't good enough, the market wasn't ready, or there wasn't enough funding. In reality, most failed businesses had paying customers, early traction, a workable product or service. The real cause of failure is not the idea. It's execution under growth pressure. Growth exposes weaknesses, and what isn't systemized eventually breaks. Number 3, common reasons businesses fail. Common reasons businesses fail. Let's break down some of the most common causes of business failures. Ignoring market needs. Many startups launch products they love but customers don't actually want. Poor cash flow management. Revenue might look good on paper, but without healthy cash flow, businesses run out of oxygen. Weak leadership and vision. Teams lose direction when leaders fail to communicate a clear mission. Scaling too fast. Growth without structure often leads to collapse. Expanding before stabilizing operations is a recipe for disaster. Let me take that again. Expanding before stabilizing operations is a recipe for disaster. Failure to adapt. Markets evolve. Businesses that resist change, whether technological or cultural, get left behind. Lesson number 4. Lesson 1. Growth without cash. Growth without cash flow kills businesses. One of the most common failure patterns is this. Revenue is increasing, sales look good, but cash is always tight. Failed businesses often confuse revenue with cash flow. Growth requires inventory, staff, marketing, operations. If cash flow isn't controlled, growth becomes dangerous. What's the lesson here? If your business grows faster than your cash flow systems, failure is only a matter of time. Number 5. Founders become the bottleneck. Another silent killer is founder dependency. In many failed businesses, the founder approves everything. The founder handles key decisions. The founder holds the knowledge. This works at the start. It fails at scale. When the business depends on one person, growth stalls and burnout follows. Lesson: if the business can't run without you, it can't scale with you. Number 6, no systems, only hustle. Hustle builds early momentum, but hustle doesn't scale. Failed businesses often rely on. Number 6, no systems, only hustle. Hustle builds early momentum, but hustle doesn't scale. Failed businesses rely on memory instead of process, heroic efforts. Hustle builds early momentum, but hustle doesn't scale. Failed businesses often rely on memory instead of process, heroic effort instead of system, improvisation instead of structure. As volume increases, errors multiply. What's the lesson here? What feels flexible at the start becomes fragile at scale. Number 7, ignoring the customer experience. Many businesses focus heavily on acquiring customers, marketing offers, closing deals, but ignore what happens after the sale. Failed businesses often have poor onboarding, inconsistent service, weak follow-up, customers leave quietly, churn increases, reputation erodes. Growth, the lesson here is growth without retention is leakage, not scale. Let me take that again. Growth without retention is leakage, not scale. Number 8, no clear positioning. Another consistent pattern. The business tries to serve everyone, every price point, every problem. This leads to confused messaging, weak differentiation, price competition. Markets don't reward generalists, they reward clarity. Lesson: if customers can't clearly explain what you do, growth will stop. Well, let me take that again. If customers can't clearly explain what you do, growth will stop. Now, we are going to number 9. Let's look at some case studies. Let's look at a few examples. Blockbuster. Once a giant in entertainment, it failed to adapt to digital streaming. Netflix embraced innovation, while Blockbuster clung to the past. Kodak, they actually invented digital photography, but feared it would cannibalize their film business. Their hesitation cost them relevance. Theranos, beyond the scandal, the lesson here is about transparency. Over-promising and under-delivering erodes trust faster than anything else. Number 10. How to apply these lessons today. Here is how to turn failure lessons into growth systems. Separate revenue from cash flow. Build systems before scale. Number 3. Remove yourself as the bottleneck. Number 4. Design the customer experience. Number 5. Clarify your positioning. These aren't theories, they are survival principles. So what can we learn from these failures? 1. Stay customer centric. Always validate your product against real customer needs. 2. Manage finances wisely. Growth means nothing if you can't sustain operations. 3. Lead with vision. Inspire your team with clarity and purpose. 4. Scale responsibly. Build systems before chasing expansion. 5. Embrace change. Innovation isn't optional, it's survival. On a final note, the truth is every failed business leaves behind a roadmap of what not to do. If you are willing to study those lessons, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges of growth. Remember, failure isn't final. It fuels for future success. Here's the final takeaway. Business don't fail because founders aren't smart. They fail because growth exposes what wasn't built properly. Learn from failure without paying the price. If this episode helped you think differently, subscribe to the Business Growth Playbook. Share it with a founder. Follow entrepreneur who needs it, and start building systems before growth forces you to. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the strategies that could transform your business journey. Until next time, build smart, build systems, and grow on purpose.